Hey Legends, welcome back to another episode of Mobile Legends Hero Don'ts, where we help you to avoid the biggest mistakes with your favorite heroes. Today, we're covering the revamped Granger, the deadly marksman who brings high burst damage with his enhanced skills. If you want to master Granger and avoid costly mistakes, stick around. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Mobile Legends content. Let's get started. Don't number 1. Don't spam basic attacks like a normal marksman. Granger's basic attack mechanics are not the strongest after his revamp. Instead of continuous basic attacks, his skill 1 must be used wisely, where he fires in bursts of 6 shots, with the 6 dealing critical damage. This skill has no cooldown and depends on energy, which means it can be used more frequently to deal a ton of damage. Even though you can use his basic attacks against low HP enemies and minions, I won't recommend fighting a full HP opponent with his basic attacks. It won't be an easy situation. If you play Granger like a regular marksman and rely on fast-paced basic attacking, you'll deal significantly less damage. Be aware not to run out of energy at the brink of a team fight. This skill 1 can be a game changer in team fights. Pro tip: use Granger's passive to time your last shot effectively when using skill 1. Heroes like Wan and Claude rely on attack speed, while Granger benefits from damage-focused builds, focused on hit-and-run tactics instead of standing and trading blows. Don't number 2. Don't waste his skill 2 recklessly. Skill 2 is Granger's primary mobility tool, allowing him to reposition in fights, set up ganks and escape. Wasting it can leave you vulnerable. While Granger is naturally great at kiting, this skill 2 will definitely come in handy if you find yourself in a sticky situation. This skill has cooldown, so do not waste it. If you use this skill to engage instead of repositioning or dodging enemy skills, heroes like Cho, Saber or Natalia can easily eliminate you. Pro tip: save this skill for either escaping or securing a kill. Try to use it to dodge abilities like Selena's Abyssal Arrow or Eudora's Stun. Don't number 3. Don't misuse his ultimate. Granger's ultimate is a powerful long-range tool that deals heavy damage. However, missing shots or using it at the wrong time can waste its potential. His ultimate is spammable, but don't use it carelessly as it is Granger's main source of getting kills. Using this skill too early in a fight might not secure kills, while using it too late could result in enemies escaping. Use it at the perfect time when enemies are starting to flee. Combining this with skill 2 will guarantee the chance of a kill. Pro tip: use his ultimate to snipe enemies or finish off low health targets. If an enemy like Hayabusa or Fanny is nearby, try predicting their movement before firing your shots. Don't number 4. Don't neglect roaming. Jungler Granger benefits from running around the map, ganking and poking. An active Granger who runs around the map and ganks lanes is annoyingly deadly. His skill 1 can drain opponents' HP and make life easier for your allies. Especially rotating to mid and gold lane in the early game is vital, as both the mage and the marksman are vulnerable during that time. Granger excels at burst damage. Ambushing enemies from bushes lets you land critical hits without retaliation. Granger will not have basic attack damage like other marksmen, such as Mia, to counter enemies. Pro tip: stay in bushes before fights to surprise enemies with your critical 6th bullet and combo them down. If faced tanky opponents like Uranus or Barats in the gold lane, consider Malefic role for armor penetration. Don't number 5. Don't neglect farming and objectives. Granger's skill 1 and ultimate rely on energy. Therefore, Granger must farm throughout the game to use them. Although getting kills and assists restores energy, farming still plays a key role for both gold laner and jungle Granger. So farm, farm and farm. Pro tip: help allies by ganking lanes and get their support to secure objectives like turtle and buffs faster. Don't number 6. Don't get too comfortable in the late game. Granger shines a lot in the early and mid game, which might make you feel overconfident going to the late game. This is a very common mistake among beginners. This overconfidence will make you forget objectives, neglect team fights, and miss vital chances to end the game. Believe me, this one mistake could be the reason for your losing streak. Do not let off until the game ends. A Granger survives by being active across the map. Pro tip: roam around the map with allies in the late game to secure objectives and farm along the way. Do not try to solo push or roam alone. You might miss vital team fights and lose all your allies. Time for matchup and counter advice. Granger struggles against assassins like Ling or Saber and Gushan due to their ability to dive and burst him down. Wait for them to use their key skills and shut them down afterwards. Place yourself safely behind your tank and other allies to distract their aim. Tanky heroes with strong CC like Franco and Kufra can also be problematic. Do not waste damage on them unless they are low health. Avoid them and target squishy heroes. Mages like Kagura and Fasa can poke him from a distance and force him out of position, so make sure to study their skills before engaging. As long as he keeps his distance, Granger can take on a lot of heroes, especially marksmen and mages with low mobility. If enemies are building armor, go for Malefic Roar to penetrate defenses. Against burst damage, a defensive item like Immortality or Athena's Shield can provide some survivability. Time for a combo. Use skill 1 to burst the enemy from a distance. Dash with skill 2 when the enemy is fleeing, and finish the enemy off with his ultimate. Pro tip: if fighting heroes with mobility like Lancelot or Kagura, try waiting until they use their escape abilities before committing to your full combo. And that wraps up our Mobile Legends Don'ts guide for revamped Granger. Remember, farm consistently, set up ganks, and never get comfortable in the late game. Granger is vital for late game team fights. One good team fight can turn the entire match. Granger is a deadly marksman when played right, and can be used to end a game as early as possible. But mistakes and recklessness can cost you the game. So stay sharp. Which tip did you find the most useful? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more Mobile Legends content. Until next time, see you in the land of dawn.